I had this question and it was how to work with backgrounds on text, and it's a very simple Canva post. It's really actually cool. So we're going to take a look at this real quick, and then we're going to jump into Canva and we are going to show you some options with putting backgrounds behind your text and how to exactly do that. So right away we have Canva open and we are going to type in Instagram. And now if you want to take up the most real estate on Instagram or for your post in any matter, it is the Instagram portrait post, the 1080 by 1350 pixels. You can alternatively go up here and hit custom size and enter 1080 and 1350 to just get the square layout. We are going to go and select the Instagram post portrait. And now we're just going to find anyone we like. Let's see. Okay, this looks good. All right, customize this template. All right, so first of all, getting started, we do understand that if you're exporting more than one page, what's going to happen is you're going to download a zip file, then you'll have to unzip that. If you wanted to delete and you were not going to use everything, just come down here, this little trash can right here. So when you download it, you just have one item that comes through here. So now we got our board cleaned up. We are going to go over here, and the best way to search Canva and all of its assets is to hit this elements over here. And so right away, the original post had sunflowers behind it. So we will just go up to elements and we will type sunflower field and see what comes up. And now searching in elements is absolutely the best way to search anything in Canva because it's going to give you all the options and additional options up here to search. If you're not finding what you're looking for, you have graphic cutouts, you have photos, you have videos, that would be more for like reels, and audio right here. Look at that. And then here's the graphics, the photos, the videos, shapes, audio, frames, charts. So first of all, let's start this out with, let's just click all sunflower field and let's find a photo that's going to work. Right here looks pretty cool. We're going to use that. And now this is overlapping everything, which is fine. So we're just going to grab the right corner and stretch it to cover. And then we're going to center it how we like. Okay. And now it's centered the way I like. And we are going to go ahead and come down here to the three tabs while this is highlighted. We're going to click this and we're going to go to layer and send to back. Now, if you send backward, it's just going to send it backward one element that's on your post, but sending to back will send it behind everything. Now, if we wanted to, we could lock this. Now, if we lock this, this means that when we click it and move around, it is no longer going to be affected. Now, we're going to want to delete some things here. Now, the question that we had, we want to put a text box or something behind there to highlight this text. First of all, we want to kind of position the text to like where we want it and move these other elements around. And then I'm going to show you some other options. Okay, now that looks great. Now, if I want to first get this square box behind here, I'm just going to type square box or just square. Let's just type square to keep it simple. We'll type square, and what we're going to look for is we're just going to select all. Now, if it's a shape or a photo, you still have options. Now, we don't want to drop this in a frame, so we're just going to use a square right here. And if it's a square, what's cool about it, if you select it out of shapes, that you can change the color. So if this was a photo, you'd only really be able to switch some filter options and you wouldn't have complete control. Now I want to put this where I want, and then if I come up here to hit text color, we can go off the photo palette already. So if I wanted to, I could hit this light yellow. And that's on the color right there. So I'll color dab it. All right. And there, now it's selected letters, and we're going to come up here to text, and we're just going to hit the the palette of the photo here. So as you can see, this is going to match up really well. I just need to make this a little bit bigger and make it more noticeable. I kind of like it right here. And then I want to bring this down to just kind of go over this. We're going to bring this element down. One more thing here, working with this text box, now we have it. And the very last thing that I want to do is I want to come up here to transparency. Now, this is where the magic happens. Look at that. Look at how smooth that looks. Look at how nice that looks. And you could just adjust it to your liking, right? Because this way, look at that. That is really fun. And if you wanted this to pop more, you could just do like solid white or some type of flashier color, or you could match it to this if you wanted. I'm going to actually change this 8 as well and go off of one of our colors from the color palette. Okay. And now if I wanted to get into additional, what can you do with this letter 8 to give it some effects here? You can come up to this effects panel and just check it out. I'm going to show you some options here, and then you can edit. You can and then send it different ways. You could blur, transparency, lift. That kind of gives it a cool effect, and then adjust the intensity here. Look at that. That looks really cool. The shadows coming out behind. It's kind of cool. Now, if we go back to none, we could hit hollow. We could go thickness, right? Look at that. We could go splice. And there's other options within it, but I'm going to go back to none. And now I'm just going to run through the options so you guys can see like what you can do to your text. And all these like really cool little things that are like very commonly overlooked. So when I get enough questions about a topic, I just go ahead and this right here, this glow effect, that's kind of cool. All right, I'm gonna go back and hit none. And now I'm gonna hit background, okay? And we're gonna drop this down. Okay, spread, bring it down. Transparency, right? Now, I don't like the way that background looks, but so that's one way to get a really cool post. But now, if we wanted to just, let's say, hide this for now, I could just turn the transparency all the way down and just show you what it would look like if we just highlighted the text and did this. The fast way would be to highlight the text, go to effects, and then hit background. You might not like kind of like the shape that it gives you, but you can always turn that roundness off. And so that's why that even though with this background, you're not getting that desired effect because it kind of wraps your text. But instead, we're going to go back and we are just going to hit redo a couple times. Okay, and then I just want to bring this 8 again. I want to bring to front, right? And right here is the desired effect that I want. Now I want this to be pop a little bit, so I'm going to give this element a different color. We'll go up here, and we're just going to make this brown. Or green, it doesn't really matter. Okay. And now we have the desired effect. And we could go back, like I said, to this 8. And I was really liking just the shadow, this little offset here. And then to adjust the direction just a little bit, right? And then the very last thing was to go back in your transparency, right? And then you can go ahead and delete this or add your social media or your branded. By uploading a logo, you can hit upload and then drop your logo on there and you have a very nice branded post. But that is some of the options for the text and kind of the best way to get a really nice background. for your post, for your business, whatever you guys are doing. This is just right here. This looks like it's giving business tips out, 8 successful ways to connect with your audience. And for more really cool stuff like this, you can check out Basic to Boss. And we are helping businesses win more. And I'll see you guys in the next one.